In today's video, we'll be diving into 10 interesting facts about the religion of Taoism. Welcome back to FTD Facts. I'm Sarah Carvalho, and today I'm excited to be exploring the religion of Taoism with you. This harmonious faith is quite interesting, so make sure to stick around all the way down to number 1 to learn about another of our world's wonderful religions with me. Alright, starting at number 10, we're going to start with talking about the roots of Taoism. Taoism is an ancient Chinese wisdom tradition that is based upon the study of the Tao, translated as way or path. Tao is the way of the divine source revealed in the natural world. The roots of Taoism reach back to the ancient shamanic traditions of China 3,000 years ago. They taught that the source of all manifestation was ever present, but beyond the limitations of verbal expression. The way to experience Tao was to become receptive, to empty the mind of limiting preconceptions, and to harmonize and flow with nature. Some traditions stressed ritual and philosophical contemplation, while others focused upon the purification and transformation of the body through the practice of meditation and breathing exercises. Fact number 9, is Tao a god? Well, the Tao is not God and is not worshipped. Taoism includes many deities that are worshipped in Taoist temples. They are part of the universe and depend, like everything, on the Tao. I mentioned earlier that this is usually translated as the way, but it's hard to say exactly what this means. But it is believed that the Tao is the ultimate creative principle of the universe. All things are unified and connected in the Tao. Next, Taoism is considered a path to peace. Tao equips its practitioners with tools by which to live their lives. The core of Taoism is to reject hatred and intolerance of human differences and live with balance, harmony, perspective, and compassion. While violence is not precluded in Taoism, it is a last resort. By increasing self-awareness and reducing the influence of ego, which is often at the heart of conflict, Taoism promotes peace within and without. Alright, and apparently Taoism leads to reduced worrying. Many people do not realize the harmful effects worry has on the body. The body's biochemistry is not able to tell the difference between present, tangible threats and the environment and those that exist solely in the imagination. When you worry, your body releases the same stress hormones as it does when there is a real threat. Worrying keeps your body in a heightened state and can cause dangerous health problems like high blood pressure, headaches, weight gain, and insomnia. Through the practice of Tao, peace and tranquility overcome worry. Tao philosophy contends that worry has nothing to do with the external world. It is simply a product of the imagination during obsession about worst-case scenarios. Practicing Tao gives adherents the tools to live in the present, free from many of the harmful physical effects of worrying. Alright, moving on, we're going to talk about health and well-being. Spiritual Qigong or Qi energy cultivation finds its roots in both Taoism and Buddhism, emphasizing tranquility and self-awareness. According to Ken Cohen, executive director and founder of Qigong Research and Practice Center, the health benefits of Qigong include improved balance, flexibility, slower respiratory rate, improved circulation, and relief from the symptoms of the following diseases: chronic fatigue, cardiovascular disease, and fibromyalgia. And coming in at number 5, let's dive a little bit deeper into Qigong. Qigong is a term that describes a very complex and diverse tradition of spiritual, martial, and health exercises from China. Qi is defined as breath, vital substance, or vital energy. Qigong categorizes over 1,500 different styles of breathing and movement exercises. It was also used in Taoism as a way of attempting physical and spiritual immortality. The earliest records from the archaeological discoveries at the Ma Huangqiu tombs revealed a series of dance-like postures combined with breathing that were used for health. The most common health maintenance systems use standing, quiescent, dynamic postures. These can be seen in any park in China, usually being practiced in the early morning. People practice in groups or individually. Often they will stand in front of a tree or rock and they will try to absorb the qi from the sources in nature. Sounds very relaxing. Okay, let's look at what Taoists believe about morality. Taoists believe sickness is caused by sin and bad deeds that interrupt the healthy flow of qi. Taoist morality is based on the three treasures of Taoism: be charitable, be thrifty, and do not push ahead of others. While other philosophies and religions emphasize propriety and achievement, Taoism focuses on being humble and being seen as average by the outside world. You may not know this, but Taoism is all about going with the flow. Rather than fighting the current, Tao followers strive to go with the flow and accept things as they happen. They also refuse to pursue wealth and power. Taoism can be best described as a willow tree. Rather than standing erect and resolute against the winds like an old oak tree, the willow bends and goes with the flow, just as Taoists go with the gentle flow of the universe. Let's take a look at ethics in relation to Taoism. Taoist ethics are concerned less with doing good acts than becoming a good person who lives in harmony with all things and all people. Taoist ethics are inseparable from Taoist spirituality. Both contain the same ideas. If a Taoist wants to live well, they should take all their decisions in the context of the Tao, trying to see what will fit best with the natural order of things. Taoists thus always do what is required by events and their context, but they only do what is required, no more. Taoists tend not to initiate action, but wait for events to make action necessary and avoid letting their own desires and compulsions push them into doing things. And of course, down at number 1, we have the famous Yin Yang. Yin Yang is the principle of a natural and complementary forces, patterns, and things that depend on one another and do not make sense on their own. These may be masculine and feminine, but they could also be darkness and light, wet and dry, action and inaction. These are opposites that fit together seamlessly and work in perfect harmony. You can see this by looking at the Yin Yang symbol. The Yin Yang concept is not the same as Western dualism because the two opposites are not at war, but in fact in harmony. This can be seen very clearly in the symbol. The dark area contains a spot of light and vice versa, and the two opposites are intertwined and bound together within the unifying circle. Yin and Yang are not static. The balance ebbs and flows between them. This is implied in the flowing curve where they meet. I had no idea. That's super interesting. All right, friends, this brings us to the end of our video on 10 interesting facts about Taoism. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. It's always so interesting and eye-opening when we can respectfully learn about and appreciate the different religions and belief systems of our world. Join in the conversation below in the comments and let me know which of today's facts about Taoism were the most interesting for you. And if you enjoyed this video, I've linked some similar videos down below in the description section for you that you're sure to love. So hurry up and give them a click. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay updated on all future posts. We'll see you right here next time on FTD Facts. Bye!